Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Rome. So if you watched the previous episode, you probably already noticed that the map looks a little bit different than in the end the last time, and that's because I had some technical issues with the game, just completely fell apart on turn 487. I had to use autosaves, some older saves, try to reload the game multiple times, like 5 times. It completely just crushed, and I had to restart the whole thing. And at one point I was even afraid that I may have to end the series, but then I managed to find an autosave that actually worked. I had to play a little bit off camera. The problems were turn 87, 488. There was some kind of a problem, I don't know why, but I managed to get to turn 489. Now it seems stable again, so hopefully we'll be fine. You didn't miss that much. I just killed some units to the north of Persepolis, both here and here. Almost managed to lose a landship in the process, but on 1 hit point we should be able to retreat now. That's one thing. There are some units attacking our coastal cities. I'm not sure how much of this was at the end of the previous episode, because as I said, I spent quite some time trying to fix these problems. So I think here Darius is sending more units than we saw last time at the end of the previous episode, and Avignon is about to fall. It will fall this turn. So this is what we can see on our side. But the most important thing, it's actually something you didn't miss because the pop-up is still here. We have a new war, and this one is super important. It started with Carthage declaring on Isabella for some reason. I have no idea why, but it did happen. And as a result, Japan was dragged into the war against Carthage because of a defensive pact with Spain. So Japan is now fighting Carthage, and they have been friends up until now. This is great. Japan is probably, still the strongest civ. And because there are cities, Japanese cities, on the southern coast of the Iberian Peninsula, this is gonna be a very costly war. There should be some heavy fighting along the border. So this will hopefully slow all these 3 civs down a lot and give us time to get ahead. I'm hoping this war lasts for quite a long time, and that there will be wars over and over again, because once they start fighting, they rarely renew the friendship after that. So now the border pressure will hopefully fully kick in, and they start hating each other. I was even thinking about moving the Zeppelin south just to see the carnage that's gonna happen here, how many units are dying, but I think I'll instead just move all the Zeppelins to our territory, because I think this is part of the problem why the game became unstable, as the Zeppelins saw just too many units and the game was crashing because there was visible movement of so many units, and the game has usually problems with that. So I'll just move all the Zeppelins into our territory. I'll just explore this remaining fog of war, and then we will try to stay closer to our territory and not have too much of the map that we don't own revealed. That is causing problems, so let's try to avoid it as much as possible. It seems that we will have to play even around potential technical problems. It's gonna make the game even more difficult, but what can we do, right? Civ wasn't built for maps of this size with so many units. Okay, enough talking. Let's start playing. So as I said, this Zeppelin is gonna move, well, this way. We want to reveal the whole map. We have a little bit to reveal up here, but I don't think that's super important. Because there are no natural wonders on this map. There's no point in revealing every single tile. On normal maps you want to reveal everything, make sure you don't miss a natural wonder, but here it doesn't matter. Now, are we at war with anything here? We are not, right? We are at war with France, we are at war with Darius. So we can explore here around the city-state and send our corvettes back. 2, 4, 6. Again, there is no reason for our corvettes to be here, no reason for us to have vision in this area, so let's just move away so the game doesn't have to provide us with all the unnecessary information about units moving around here, things like that. Let's go through all the pop-ups. Yeah, these are just all the declarations because of this major event. So let's just pause. If you want to read all of these details, you'll just have to pause the video, but it's just too much for me to read through all the details. Just important that the war happened and what I wanted for so long, Carthage and Japan are fighting. What is this? Oda is plotting against Isabel. Oh, really? It's actually great. If he's plotting against Isabella as well, then we could have just wars on all sides. Problem is, if we have wars between Spain, Japan, and Japan, Carthage, then this could actually destroy Japan and even increase the strength of Carthage. I think Carthage is smaller than Spain right now, but they will always be stronger. She, I think, is quite far ahead. 53. Yeah, it's 4 tax difference, so Spain is slowly falling behind, and she's actually pulling ahead. We need both Spain and Japan to stay together, kinda, against her. Maybe I shouldn't have told her. Oh well, too late. What is this? Nothing. Oh, and something I missed. We have extra oil here that we can finally improve. We can control over this tile. So let's send the worker, and I will get rid of some workers today. Upcoming session. They want to ban copper. That's something we need to stop. I think I'll invest 1 vote into the World's Fair. I kind of want that to pass, but I really don't want the ban on copper to pass. Marble to Isabel, salt to Isabel. They want jade. Well, not for 2 gold per turn. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Let's start here. I want to take out... Come on. Take out this one. As I expected, it wasn't enough damage. So now I'll send the light tank to finish it off. Move back. Attack this one. Why is it sending me back all the time? Come on, let's stay here. Then the machine gun can attack. We'll send another rifleman. I wonder if I can get a kill here. Well, I could, but it's probably a bad idea. Be too exposed on this tile. Now, this is one change that I should make. Let's increase the strength of the city as much as possible. Do we have a Great Admiral around here? I probably sent all my Great Admirals with the fleet. Never mind. I'll have to bombard the artillery to force it to move back. Then this is a kill, excellent. Next turn I'll have to start healing the machine gun. Oh, but this one... I was thinking about attacking here, but that's not gonna happen over the forest. Okay, I'll just shoot this one then. Wait. 45. Now, Avignon. Let's check if there is anything important. No. I'm gonna raise the city. It's gonna take a while with 14 population, but I really don't want it. And I also don't want Orleans, even though there is coal, but we are building 3 coal refineries, so from that we will get 15 extra coal. And I think Orleans will be in pretty bad shape. It's been conquered recently, so I think there'll be quite a few buildings missing. It will be a pain in the ass defend. I mean, we have to keep Paris, so we already have a city here we have to defend no matter what. But I just don't want another city this close. Not because of 2 coal. If this was, I don't know, 6 coal, then probably I would keep it. But just 2 coal is not enough when we get that extra 15 from all those refineries. Okay, next. But I want to move to the city already. The thing is, can I safely get to Paris without taking Grenoble? We don't have enough ships for that. By the way, do you have a seaport? No. So how would I have to move? There is a machine gun in the city. Let's get some more vision. Do we have more ironclads? Where are all the ironclads? One is in Avignon. There's one here that's almost healthy. Let's hide the cruiser. I will need healing. And I guess we'll just move a little bit closer. I kinda need to block this tile. It means I'll stay in bombardment range of Grenoble. But well, what can we do? Okay. As much as I would like to get more ironclads, I think I'll have to use all the coal for buildings, because that will help us with distress and therefore improve this horrible situation we are now facing with only 62% happiness. We got like 6,500 for from Avignon. That's not bad. We have what 30. I mean 24,000 almost. Well, that means we could maybe buy some more units. I should really build a seaport in at least one city so that I can buy ships. What do we get from seaports exactly? 25% production in the city. We should build it somewhere where we are working multiple sea tile. This might be the best option. +1 production and gold from auction. Yeah, this is... Here we'll get the most from it. And we'll build it before the stock exchange. Fine. Okay, more fighting before we get to all the buildings. You'll move back. We'll need some help here. 1, 2, 3. It was way too close there. Can you take out this rifleman? I would really like to get the citadel on this tile. Basically want to cut off this area from reinforcements, and I'll move all the artillery here, or as many as we can, and just take the city from this side. Just make sure the railroad is blocked here, because I don't want to try and control all of this territory. It will probably be too much, especially here we'll be too exposed. Let's move back. Okay, this looks good. We should have the damage. Or more than enough damage. Let's take infiltrators. Now, the general... Yeah, I want to gain control over this tile, because that's a forest. But there is a road through the forest. So that will allow us to control... Well, basically completely control this side. Okay, let's move you forward. Same here. So these two should be safe. And next turn can even move these tiles. But first you'll have to see how many units Darius sends this way. Move back. I'll chill it. Let's do it this way for now. I really want to stay out of bombardment range. We'll set up some kind of a line on this side. I think that will be all for this turn. I need to know how many more units he has available before I start an like all-out attack on the city. Fortify. Can we move these guys on the roads? Like here, at least one. Oh, this one can stay here probably. Okay, fortify this. What about you? What is the +1 range machine gun again? Oh, that's here. That's the wrong side. Well, let's take out that barbarian. We'll leave the rifleman behind so it doesn't spawn again. But both the light tank and machine gun will start moving back as quickly as possible. We're gonna need you and you. Okay, workers. I already got rid of like 5, but I think I can get rid of more than that. Especially up here. How many is that? 4. I think I'll keep 4. We'll keep 2 here. And I did send 1 south, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, next. This was a long turn, but I had to again, like, figure out what exactly we are doing after all the reloading that I had to do, how the situation exactly looks like. So, show me what you got. Okay, there is a cruiser coming, so that's 1 unit that we have to take out. He made a mistake here. He moved way too many units into our territory. I'm not sure if I'll be able to take out this rifleman, because he's far from the road. But we should be able to take out all these 3. Our spies uncovered that Courage is plotting against us. Well, everybody's plotting against us. Trade spreads to Avignon. Well, Avignon will disappear soon, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, and I'll have to make some changes to what we are actually building. Yeah, I'll do that off camera. Change this 1 city to... Do you want a train station here? How much coal do we have? 5 now. We should have enough to build train station in like 15 cities and still have enough in reserve for our military. Okay, in that case we can afford the train station here. I need that because it's gonna give us so much extra production and quite a lot of gold at the same time. So it reduces both distress and poverty in all the cities where it's built quite significantly. Those are quite important buildings. Would also like to get factories. If I have to choose between train stations and factories, I want train stations first. Do you specialize in the city no longer produce unhappiness from urbanization? Well, that's nice. Damn, the coal is so important. Okay, we get first logistics machine gun, it seems. And look at that. Okay, do you have... Oh, this light tank doesn't have logistics. But even without logistics, I think I want it here. Ah, come on, really? That's what, 4 hit points? No, I have to keep hitting the artillery. I have to force it away because that's doing the most damage by far. I actually think that might be the only unit that's doing damage to the city. Maybe this guy attacked once. Well, I guess we'll lose that kill. Actually, maybe we won't. Wait. This works. Okay, excellent. Now, we can also do... Let's just switch like this to have a garrison in the city. And the machine gun. The artillery is still in range. This is risky. Can the artillery do 39 damage to the machine gun? I think it can. Well, in that case, this is not gonna help. Okay, let's just play it safe. I really don't want to lose a logistics machine gun now. You can attack. I hope we don't lose the aluminum. Somehow we got 5. Is there aluminum here? No. How did you get 5 aluminum somehow? Oh, is that the import? Yeah, it will be the import from Vancouver that I'm not sure I want to use. Okay, fortify. That's probably all we can do on this side. Maybe I can move up here for now. Good. More antiquity sites, they'll be useful. Oh, this is, yeah, this is the aluminum from Vancouver. Yep, we just got it. Okay. Can we get another decent tiles? 11 production from the aluminum. Nah, this will be fine. And yeah, we are not working the sugar, so let's change that. How is our income? Minus 444. I think we were at like 580 on the previous turn, something like that. That helped somehow. I don't know what I did. Probably something kicked in somewhere. Don't know what, but it definitely helped. Oh, and here we have a decent tile. We are not working. Let's see. I think I'll... yeah, unlock the forest. I want the gold. I don't see any range units. Seems that all the range units are trying to take Ragusa. I have to attack the city. It's only strength 55 before they can really rebuild the defenses. We have to do as much damage as possible. I'll have to block this tile, this one. That means this cruiser can stay here. I'll probably have to use a heal from a general during the siege because I have a feeling there will be some range units showing up eventually. And I want to take Orleans as soon as possible, so in order to stay here, I'll just have to get that quick heal. But that's fine. 2, 2, 3, 4, that's too far. Okay, anything else? We can move these two closer. The Orleans is down to what, 389. They'll move garrison into the city next turn, so it's probably like 3 more turns before we can take it. But it's not that long. Okay. More shooting. We definitely want to take out this cruiser. One. That's decent damage. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was easy. We don't see more ships. Let's start moving into their territory slowly on this side. See what happens. Damn, those light tanks are doing so much damage. Do we have more somewhere? Kind of want this one here. Probably the land ship as well. And this is the most important target, of course. Excellent. Can I find a way how to get rid of this rifleman as well? How many hit points? 7. Good. How many artillery units do we have up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's move these two north. We have another light tank that will help us here. You can hide in the city. It's probably the safest place. What's the best position for this machine gun? Might be this hill here, because from there... Actually, wait, this is a hill as well? Never mind, I thought this was just a grassland forest. So they'll be able to control this whole area. But these tiles are grassland, so maybe here. I'll just move in this direction, then we will find the perfect position. Fortify, fortify. Now look at all the kills. If he can keep killing units at this pace, he will actually bleed out at this point. He doesn't have as many cities left. He has half of his army here. How is our unhappiness? Our unhappiness, war weariness, 0. Okay, go. Let's move this guy on the road. We may need like 2 more riflemen somewhere in this area, or some riflemen as replacements. I think 2 won't be enough. So let's have the reinforcements ready on the railroads. I really have to keep an eye on cities that are now done with stock exchanges. As much as I would like to make all these changes to like building queues off camera, I think I can't really afford to waste time. Okay, so he bought or just finished building the machine gun. I don't like that he is focusing on range units now. Oh well, machine gun is gonna die, so that's one problem solved. Now I think I'll try to take these 2 tiles, move the line that I'm trying to hold, and the final line to hold probably is gonna be here. Maybe this is even gonna be the final line. There'll be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably 6 artillery that can safely attack the city. Okay, so how are we doing here? Quite well. There is a cruiser coming. Oh, this isn't too bad. As long as his ships don't have support from land units, ranged land units, they'll either be locked in cities or do a little bit of damage every turn, and that's more or less irrelevant. Okay. Somehow we got coral somewhere. And we got a unit. That has to be from a city-state. Barrage 2, 3. I think we're gonna keep the light tank on this side. Just in case. There's already a farm here? How is there a farm? Hello? Just not loading the... See? I just can't see it. In that case, let's move. There is a... What? There are farms? There has to be a bug, because at a certain point when there are just too many revealed tiles, the tile improvements, the graphics just stops loading, and I think we managed to reach that point. So we can actually check Yeah, you can see the yields that there are farms, just can't see them. So we are reaching the game's breaking point. Here we want to build the village, definitely not a farm. Valletta calls for liberation of Antwerp, new unit from Valletta. Yeah, eventually I will liberate Antwerp, but that might take some time. Okay, gold. Where can we get gold? See, these farms also are invisible now. That's always a really bad sign. Actually might be the best option, or maybe some extra science. Let's go for the science in this case. 2 or 3 gold. I'd rather get the science instead of that. If there was, I don't know, 7 gold somewhere, I'd probably take that. Where the hell did the machine gun came from? Fortify. Let me check his movement. So he still has the golden age. Okay, so we want to get rid of the range unit. So let's start with that. That won't be enough. I don't want to do too much damage here, because if I do too much damage, the AA gun will just pillage the lapis, so I think I'll just try to avoid that. I have to move away from here anyway, so I'll just move here and get that kill. You have to keep hitting the artillery. I'll just get the kill. Okay. Oh, now also the machine gun is hitting the city, but machine gun can't really do that much. We just have to force the artillery away. This is going well. One, two, three, four, five, six. No, that's too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just make sure we have an ironclad ready as a replacement. How many hit points? 440. This should work, right? Yeah. Okay, so this will be enough. You don't need the garrison. And let's actually take this free heal, and we can sit on this tile. No, I want to be here because I would rather avoid taking damage here. Okay, fortify. And you'll wait. You can wait here. I won't be able to kill the AA gun, that's for sure. Unless I find some crazy... Well, no, that's not gonna work. But we can definitely kill the machine gun. This might be a bad idea, but I have to try. Okay, so that's 1, 2... You need one more, so it's gonna be this one next turn, and we'll have all the artillery set up. Now the question is gonna be, can we hold this line? It's actually a lot of damage with every hit. How many hit points? Oof. I'll try to like pretend like I'm threatening an attack here. I'm hoping that that will force him to move some units back, and it'll be easier to focus on Susa. 45. Let's actually move light tanks. Oh, oops. Here. And make sure that we have replacements on the railroads ready to jump into action. Okay. You can also move... Doesn't matter, to the city. Just make sure that all units are on railroads. Good. I'll keep checking the war awareness. Probably have to keep an eye on what's going on here. It's a lot of units. The city has 534. It's not like it can fall into 2 or 3 turns, but I still don't like it. Anyone who you don't get along with is clearly worth building a friendship with. Give Greece my regards. Yeah. I was hoping they will start fighting at some point, but it seems that a common enemy, and by that I mean us, is connecting them. We won't be able to break that. Perfect. The artillery moved back. There's a new machine gun coming, but machine guns are easier to take out Now, also the garrison units won't be taking that much damage because, of course, the artillery was doing the most damage to them. So how does Italy looks like? So many cities, so close to each other. These two cities can go. This one can go. This one can go. Brest can disappear. Oh, we can't get rid of... Oh, we can get rid of Dublin. Yeah, Dublin doesn't have to be here. Why the hell are the cities so close together? So many cities that we can get rid of. Oh, and why is the city still taking damage? Seems that Spain did a lot, but peaced out too early. Can you buy the wine? Actually, wait, wine was wine banned or not? Actually, don't remember if it succeeded or not. What about jewelry? Never mind. Our happiness actually went up. Okay, so here... I could probably get a kill here, but it's not guaranteed. So I'd rather do damage to the machine gun against force the range units to move away. I'll keep bombarding this guy. That was actually a mistake. I should have moved here, hit this one. Oh well. Can just hit him like this. Surprised that the Lapis is still not pillaged. Well, okay, we are almost done. Almost the whole map is now explored or revealed. I'm just checking the type of units are available around here, if it's safe taking Orleans, but it should be. Oh, whoops. Why did I attack the rifleman? Maybe my subconscious is telling me, get rid of those units before you take the city. So, actually there are quite a few buildings. Look at that. Even has buildings like Stock Exchange. Observatory. Wow. But the thing is, as Rome, we'll be now conquering so many decent-ish, or actually even pretty good cities, and we can't keep all of them. Some of them just have to go. If I want to control access to Black Sea, well, let's see. Let's just annex the city for now. We can always raise it later. I'll have to move an admiral into the city, boost the strength as much as possible. How many units are? Oh, there are what? 2 citadels. That will help with the defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But all of them are just melee. Let's do some exploring. 1, 2, 3. That's safe. There are 2 machine guns waiting here. Hmm. 2, 4, 5. Attack once again. You can now rejoin the fight. And why the hell is the admiral here? Honestly, this is also good enough. There. Yeah, if the units keep moving to the coast, I think I will just get rid of them. Wait. Good. Now, this is something I was afraid of, that the siege units will start taking damage. Where is the extra range machine gun? Okay, how much damage can we do? Oh, I thought it would be more. These are some insane losses every turn. Wait. You'll move back. You'll move there. Can I get a land ship somewhere? Try and hold this tile. It may actually work. I'll just need a replacement every turn, I think. 45. Let's get the replacements ready. This is gonna be the first one. I don't think we, actually, might be able to hold this tile as well. Now let's just stay back. We'll just use the artillery that's sitting here to do some minor damage. We should be able to shoot here. Okay. Should I just take out the Aegon? The city is more important. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so far so good. Are we missing it? Oh, that. This is what we are missing. I knew that I was missing something here. We have lost coal. Probably should invest this one somewhere else. Are we really done with all the basic buildings? Oh. Okay, well, that will have to do for now. I think we are building more. Yeah, here. Coal refineries. 1, 2, 3. And speaking about coal refineries, with 28,000 gold in the treasury, this might be a good investment. Actually, I can just invest into the train station as well. Now we have enough money for that. Let's just take it city by city, and we'll buy as many things as possible. As long as we have over, let's say, 10,000, we are more than fine. Oh, we can pay here as well. When we switch back from the defense, it should save us like 5 turns, something like that. 14,000. What is this? Monaco. Actually, I think I'll get the minefield first. This will probably be enough. Checking how many buildings we are missing here. Oh, it is quite a few. This is probably like 2 turns worth of science. Oh, maybe 1 turn, 1.5. But still, every turn that we can shave off a flight is pretty important. It will also give us access to progress, so it's huge. Next. Alexander declared war on Darius. Huh, what an opportunist. But this means we should get some help first with these units. Look at that. There will be so many units waiting here. And he should start attacking Paris from land. Hopefully. Holy moly, what the hell? He's really trying hard here. Okay, he's also trying here. Why is he buying so many AA guns? Okay, which way do we go? I'll just go this way, they'll be safest. And the other one, we'll just cross directly here. That should reveal, well, not everything, we still have a blob here. Two, four, six. City converted. Doesn't matter for now. Thinking if I should just leave Paris to Alexander. Because I just don't like the idea of having cities here. But then again, if I don't have cities here, I won't have the access to the Black Sea. This is so annoying. Oh, excellent. This will be very useful. And what the hell is this? Carthage declared on Alexander. Ramses declared on Alexander. Carthage declared on Boudica. Well, that's the defensive pact between Greece and Boudica. Boudica declared on that. What? Well, and the world is fighting again. Excellent. The more they are fighting, the slower they'll be developing, so advantage for us. I think we're gonna make a cut here. I'll have to figure out how I save all our units here. I guess easiest way is just to take out this AA gun and then... I'm not sure that I can save the rifleman. Just realized I can't just move here and then retreat because there is a forest. Yeah, this is probably gonna need some creativity. Yeah, as I said, this will be all for this episode. Next time, I may just go straight for Paris, actually. Just try to brute force my way through, ignore cities, and just attack from, like, here so that I'm not being bombarded from Marseille. And we try to take Susa. Then we should be able to vassalize Darius. Can we check the value of the or the war score 70 with 2 more cities, or with his vassal gone and 1 more city taken. Actually, it might be possible. It's not guaranteed that there will be enough for vassalization. I may have to take probably Grenoble, so we would control the coast all the way. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna find out next time. For today we are done, so I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.